Oh, what is up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence and welcome to another PE news video. Today, we've got a bunch of great topics for you, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So Tetsuya Nomura has talked about Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3, and if you're expecting any of these games anytime soon, well, you're probably going to be a little bit disappointed. Here is what he had to say recently on Kingdom Hearts 3 and the state of the development. Quotations: "While I can't make a sweeping statement because the development process is different from what we've done so far, there are still worlds untouched. Production is progressing on unannounced worlds in a state that we cannot show them off. In terms of the state of development, there is still some way to go." Next, on Final Fantasy VII Remake's development. Quotations: "We're steadily progressing on production. While we are making them, I apologize that the wait will be a bit longer for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am very sorry, but to that degree, I will make a game that will meet your expectations. Last year, I didn't put out much information on either title, but this year, I want to show our progress at an event somewhere. The releases of the titles themselves still have some way to go, but there are still many titles releasing this year, if you can wait for any surprises." So pretty interesting stuff here, guys. So that's telling me that Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 are pretty much 2018, 2019 titles, interchangeable or just end of 2018 titles. It doesn't seem like they're anywhere near done with these games. Maybe Kingdom Hearts is a little bit further along than anything, but overall these games are going to take a long time, and this gives them plenty of time to make Nintendo Switch ports, and hopefully the Nintendo Switch has built up such a fan base and built up such an install base that it will be justified to port these games over. Now, both of these games, unlike Final Fantasy 15, both of these games run on Unreal Engine 4, and Unreal Engine 4 is fully supported by the Nintendo Switch. Epic came out and said that pretty much the first time that the system was revealed in the October event, full support for Unreal Engine 4, and I would probably say both of these games are going to be on the Nintendo Switch, but we still have to wait and see. That's just my personal opinion as far as what I think is going to happen, just based on the demographics of how Japan likes to operate, with portables being a very big thing, and that's really enticing to a lot of gamers to be able to play a game like Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy VII Remake on the go, continue that same game at home. That's freaking awesome. So hopefully we get both of those games. But moving on to the next bit of news here, I'm going to talk about a guy that is pretty much the godfather when it comes to RPGs, in Hironobu Sakaguchi. Various developers have shared some of their New Year's resolutions or New Year's plans, and a lot of them just tease things. There was nothing big that came out of this, but one of the things that I would like to share is with Hironobu Sakaguchi, where he said, quotations, "I'm working on a new title. Please stay tuned." So what type of title can this be? I absolutely love Lost Odyssey, and that was by Hironobu Sakaguchi. For those who don't know, he is the creator of Final Fantasy, okay? So he made an amazing game with Lost Odyssey on the Xbox 360. To a lesser degree, Blue Dragon was okay. So he knows how to make his games, he knows how to make his RPGs, and he actually has a pretty good RPG on the mobile phones, which is called Terra Battle. It's on iOS and Android. It's not bad, I have it myself. So he knows how to make his games, he knows how to make his RPGs, and I would love to see him and Miss Walker team back up to make The Last Story. I think that would be something that would be so cool. Another Last Story on the Nintendo Switch. I think The Last Story, to me, was held back a little bit just by the tech. It was a very ambitious game, and I think that it tried to do everything that it could for it being a Wii game, but actually having the power of an HD system behind it, I think could take the gameplay that they introduced in that type, the battle system of what they have with all the characters on screen and the realistic graphics, anime style graphics that they are trying to go for. I think that could really shine on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm hoping that Hironobu Sakaguchi has something, even if it's not The Last Story or another version of The Last Story. Let's just hope it's another RPG, just so he can make his mark back into the industry with another impactful game like he made with Lost Odyssey and The Last Story, and of course everything that he did with Final Fantasy. Alright, and moving on to the next story here. So the Nvidia CEO says the Nintendo Switch will blow you away. Prepare to be blown back by the Nintendo Switch. That entire experience is going to be very Nintendo, according to him. So, quotations from Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang about the Nintendo Switch. It's very Nintendo. The entire experience is going to be very Nintendo. The beauty of that company, the craft of that company, the philosophy of that company, singularly focused on making sure that the gaming experience is amazing, surprising, and safe for younger people, for children. Their dedication to their craft, the singular dedication, is quite admirable. When you guys all see Switch, I believe people are going to be blown away, quite frankly. It's really delightful. So, I have a couple things that I want to say about this, because some people are saying, oh, of course he's going to say that. He's the Nvidia, they're using the chip. Of course anyone's going to be excited about a product, guys. Everyone's going to be excited about a product, especially when you're the CEO of a company. You've won yourself pretty much a custom design win. AMD pretty much got Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo with the last generation, or 8th generation. This is like 8.5 we're going into. So yes, he's going to be very excited about this. However, I do feel that there's some truth to his words when he talks about Nintendo being solely focused on gaming. That's 100% true. That's something that Nintendo has always been. Now, sometimes they kind of stray off a path a little bit, but for the most part, they're so focused on gaming, it might be a detriment sometimes because it affects some of the other parts of their system. But hopefully with DNA and some of the other things that they're doing, they can get the other stuff back on track. But I really like the fact that he's excited about this. There's tons, if not millions of people excited, ready to pre-order this thing as soon as we can do it, and I think it is going to be a very gamer focused system. It is going to be something that's really exciting. The fact that you're going to just be able to take that game and on the go and play the same quality of a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We've never done that before on Nintendo Portable, and of course home console. This is the strongest console that Nintendo's ever put out that supports all of the modern engines. So the fact that we're going to be getting something like this is very exciting, especially after you've seen more of the concept. We've seen some of the rumored games. We've seen, heck, Breath of the Wild running on the Nintendo Switch better than it runs on the Wii U. So all of that stuff is very exciting as a gamer, and I think I'm going to be blown away by the games, because I think when it comes down to it, Nintendo has some surprises in store for us. I can't wait to see how the interface, the UI looks, how the games load up, how everything is just put together in the ecosystem. That is exciting to me. I think that's what's going to make me be blown away by the Nintendo Switch, because it is something so different than what we have on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, where they all kind of feel similar, to be honest. Yes, there's changes here and there. Yes, they all have great games, Western, third party, blah, blah, blah. We all know that. But there's something exciting about how focused Nintendo is in this device, this portable console hybrid. There's just something that excites me more than anything, whereas PS4 Pro came out and it's like, okay, great, stronger PS4 Pro, and then Xbox Scorpio, okay, great, it's going to be a little bit stronger than PS4 Pro. To me, it's just not as exciting as something like Nintendo is doing, because it's something completely different than what you can get at the market at this point from Microsoft and Sony. So I'm really excited to see this, and I can't wait. I cannot wait for Thursday. It's going to be freaking lit here. Make sure you follow us, subscribe and follow, because we got the one and only Super Metal Dave for my live stream on Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time. But let's go ahead and move on to the last topic here, and that is No More Heroes director Suda 51 wants to make a distinctive game for the Nintendo Switch. So as many of you guys know, No More Heroes director Suda 51 made that distinctive cult hit for the Wii with No More Heroes, and here's what he had to say about making a game for the Nintendo Switch. Quotations, "I want one," he said. "Nintendo always makes really cool, interesting hardware that gives us new things to do. On the Wii, not to brag, but I feel that I made a game that used the Wii technology in one of the best ways. I want to find a cool new way to play using what Switch offers." And Suda 51, he did. When he first released No More Heroes, that was something completely different. Now, it wasn't everyone's cup of tea, but the style, how they used the Wii remote, how they used the speaker, the motion controls, everything was very novel at the time. Now, it kind of wore thin a little bit with the sequel, but it was still a good game, and the story was absolutely crazy in the sequel. Didn't even make any sense for the most part. But yes, I would love to have Suda 51 and his team make a game, and they are actually confirmed developers. Grasshopper Manufacturer, they are confirmed developers for the Nintendo Switch, so we could see his game or what he is working on this Thursday. So buckle up, strap in, and get ready for this show because this is going to be freaking awesome. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips and tricks, and everything in gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace.